Here's how it all started. I'd been noticing this person for weeks. Something about them just stood out. They had this vibe, this energy I couldn't ignore. Finally, I decided to shoot my shot. Bold move, right? But the moment I sent that first text, they hit me with, do we even know each other? Why are you talking to me? Yeah, not the start I was hoping for. I wasn't backing down, though. I replied, look, I've always thought you seemed interesting. It took me forever to build up the courage to say something, but here I am. And man, let me tell you, my heart was pounding. I didn't know what they'd say next. Turns out, they weren't making it easy for me. They shot back, okay, but seriously, who even are you? At that moment, I knew I had to think on my feet. Giving them a straight answer? That wasn't going to cut it. So I said, let's make this fun. I told them, let's play a game. If you figure out who I am by July, you get to decide if we go on a date. If you can't, I'll stay a mystery. There was this long pause, long enough for me to second-guess myself. But then they said, sure, why not? And just as I started to feel confident, they added, oh, by the way, I already have a crush on someone else. Been into them since first grade. First grade? How do you even compete with that? Trying to play it cool, I asked, so what's so special about them? And wow, they didn't hold back. She's gorgeous, dresses amazing, and her smile's out of this world. I mean, come on. What do you even say to that? But I wasn't giving up. Not yet. Eventually, they came back with a request. If we're playing this game, you have to give me a hint, something that'll help me figure out who you are. So I decided to throw them a bone. I said, all right, I'm small, blonde, and I've been wearing red sneakers every day since the semester started. I thought it was a solid clue, but nope, they hit me with, half the school wears red sneakers. Just my luck. Over the next few weeks, we kept talking. I got to know more about their crush. Her name's Elodie. And yeah, she sounded perfect. But at the same time, I could tell they were starting to get curious about me. I was keeping the mystery alive, and honestly, I kind of liked it. Then, one day, they messaged me about a party they went to. They said, I saw Elodie last night. She didn't notice me much, though. She was with her friends the whole time. So I replied, maybe that's a sign. Focus on other mysteries, like figuring out who I am. They laughed it off, but I could tell I was getting under their skin. As time went on, the questions got deeper. One day, they asked, why are you even trying so hard? I didn't even hesitate. I told them, there's something about you. It's in your eyes. It's different, unique. It's the kind of thing that makes me want to know you. For the first time, they didn't have a quick reply. It felt like I'd finally caught them off guard. And then it happened. They finally met Elodie in person. A few hours later, I got this text. You won't believe this. Elodie was wearing red sneakers. My heart sank instantly. Then they followed up with, you and my childhood crush have the same traits. Isn't that kind of wild? I tried to keep it cool. I replied, crazy coincidence, huh? But they weren't letting it go. Tell me the truth. Is it you, Elodie? They asked. I could feel how much they wanted it to be her. And for a moment, I thought about keeping the game going, but I knew I couldn't. Finally, I said, that would have been perfect, wouldn't it? But no, I'm not Elodie. I paused, then added, my name's Gilbert, and I'm actually a guy. The silence after that was unbearable. I felt like I'd ruined everything. Finally, I sent another text. I didn't say anything earlier because I thought you wouldn't want to keep talking to me. I'm sorry for not being upfront. Still no response. I was sure it was over. But then, they replied, well, I can't say I saw that coming. But you know what? You've been fun to talk to. I couldn't believe it. I expected rejection. But instead, I got something else. From there, we kept talking. The game was over, but something new started. It wasn't what I planned, but maybe that's the whole point. You take a chance, and sometimes it pays off in ways you don't expect. And maybe that's what I needed to learn. Sometimes, being yourself is the biggest risk you can take, and the biggest reward.